Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
I've just beat Bonnie Blue's record. I have just done 25,000 men in 34 minutes. And you know it's true, because I'm saying it on internet. My hair's a bit messy. I've got a dressing gown on and a piece of paper. So it must be real.
Just because you don't believe it's real doesn't mean it's not. And why is it so hard to believe a 304 who got famous for being a 304 is acting like a 304? And better yet, out of everything else, why did you choose this subject to post a video about?
3 mistakes guys make with hot women. Playing it too safe. So for example, asking her to hang out instead of going on a date. Being too serious. Making every date feel like an interview because you're forgetting to flirt with her. Moving too slow. AKA waiting for the perfect moment instead of creating it. Women want boldness because bold equals strong.
Fair enough, all women or hot women. My mistake is playing it too safe with hot women. That means not so hot women don't want bold or strong men. How do I even know the difference between hot women and not so hot? Cause you keep telling me all women are 10s.
Okay, what's your type?
Emotional, unavailable man. And tall man.
Okay. Emotional, unavailable, like cold one, you mean?
Like cold, dominant, but also they know how to sell them to me, you know?
Not being a needy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
She's pretty hot, I guess, and she's looking for an F-boy. And I'm pretty sure that's all she ever got. And then at some point, she's gonna realize she's looking for something more serious, and she develops standards and boundaries, and she'll be waiting for some guy to show up and save her from herself. I think the point I'm trying to make is there's no incentive for young men to even try to be a good man. Learn a few social skills, learn how to interact with women, and turn yourself into an F-boy, cause that's what they're looking for.
I do not want to go on this date. This guy has asked me to come back to his house so many times, but I'm going. I'm literally 20 minutes late, so it's already awful. I hate being late. This is going to be insufferable. I can feel it. I can smell it.
Yeah, I know, but unfortunately for him, he has no self-respect and he was still there. But worry not, at least she doesn't like a guy who doesn't have any self-respect.
Hello. The only reason I went on that date with that guy was because he was actually nice in person. Like when I met him, he was a bit odd, but mostly nice. And I also was really curious as to like what he would be like. I thought if he was a kind person, wanted to get to know me a little bit, it could have worked. But no, it was just absolutely awful. Awful. The conversation was awful. And next time I will not do it. If there is red flags in the conversation before and the messaging before, then I will not be going on the date.
Well, good for you, isn't it? That was the first date. She never met him in person, but he was nice in person. She actually met him on Bumble. I guess she forgot she said that in a different video, so now she's messing up her own lives. But it's working because she's posting this for women and for, and I hate to say this, brain dead sims. Like this guy in her comments, for example. I, fire emoji, wow, heart emoji. If that comment doesn't make her sleep with you, my guy, then nothing will.
Okay, so my neighbor just happened to ask me for my Instagram, and I was like, I'm way too old for that. Mainly because like I didn't want him to know that there might be some like too private pictures on there, you know what I mean? So plus like I don't need my whole neighborhood knowing that I have a blue heart. So anyway, turns out that yeah, he already knows because apparently I've been exchanging pictures and videos with him for the past month or so. And
Yeah, no, you were right the first time. You're way too old for an OF account. And to even post this stuff on TikTok for 13-year-olds to see, but that's a different conversation.
42 years old. Small cherries. No implants, no piercings, no filter. Yay or nay?
Nah, I'm good. But this is her with no makeup and no filter. So my question is, this is who you guys pay for when you're going to her OF account? Why?
Okay, hear me out.
Imagine that you have a contract with the universe, an actual signed contract, that you're going to receive $1,000,000 in a month or 2 months, whatever you want to imagine it as. How would you feel? Wouldn't you live this exact same existence that you're living right now with a complete different feeling? You would feel more secure. Like, even if you don't have it yet, right now, you don't have the $1,000,000, but knowing that it's on its way to you and actually knowing, so not just guessing, but knowing, makes you live your life that you're living right now in such a different way. You're going to feel more happier and feel more secure. You're going to feel like more excited about life, more relaxed at the same time. And that is the key. That is how you're supposed to live your life right now.
Yeah, because everyone is just gonna be a millionaire by manifesting stuff. I would be more worried what's gonna happen when those people listening to you don't get their $1,000,000 from the universe. We have today more mental health issues than ever before in history. And we're talking about when back then people survived from world wars. Today we have anxiety just for leaving the house or having to talk to people. We feel depressed for laying on the couch and doing nothing. We have PTSD for Starbucks getting our orders wrong. Those are the people you're telling to live their lives like they're expecting $1,000,000 from the universe. What do you think is gonna happen when they don't get that money?
So tons of people have deleted Facebook and Instagram and gone to that other app that everybody's moving to now. Cough, cough, red note, cough, cough. Anyways, the stock price for Meta is going down if you haven't seen that already. But one thing that people are not talking about that they need to start talking about and start doing is if you're going to be deleting your Facebook, your Instagram, or, anything like that, if you happen to be heading in that direction, there's something that you need to also consider doing and leaving a review for these apps. Have you ever left an app store review? I mean, it's not really like me to go and do that.
Oh, but I can go and do that, right? You're not gonna do that. You're just telling others to go ahead and do that. For the first time in years, you actually have freedom of speech on Meta now. I can't for the life of me understand why are people upset about that. What actually has to happen in your brain so you run away from freedom of speech to a Chinese app where you're not gonna have that right?
TikTok was only banned for T-minus 14 hours, and even though I'm Canadian, I joined Red Note, and this is what I learned in merely 14 hours. Number 1, by China's standards, I am considered fat. Didn't know that. Number 2, the reason why their apps aren't flooded with only promotions from 18-year-old girls is because it's illegal, and you're looked at as a degenerate if you do. Do not ask them if they have racial prejudice against black people. I heard that was a thing, so I asked, and they got really mad at me for that. So, yep, you heard that right. I was on Red Note for 14 hours and already started a controversy, so. Just like up here in the West, women are put on a higher pedestal than men. However, they are extremely respectful about it and value each other pretty much damn near equally.
Yeah, I bet that's weird to hear. People in different places of the world actually respect each other, and women don't really hate an entire gender for no reason. But something different I wanted to talk about, and I've been sitting on this for a few days, and to be honest, I found it really disgusting to even post. But here it is in case you're one of those lunatics who just want a different Chinese app just because you're worried you actually have free speech on Meta now. Black guy goes on Red Note and he's immediately greeted with hello N-word. He goes with don't say that, it's better to not say that, and the answer he gets is I'm racist. I think the point I'm trying to make is maybe you Americans need to learn to really appreciate the country you live in. Maybe learn to appreciate the freedom you enjoy and not be looking for it in different places.
Have you ever just thought to yourself, damn, I wish I were cooking and cleaning for a man right now? Me either.
Oh, right, because you don't eat and you live in a pigsty. That's the only reasonable explanation you're saying you're cooking for a man, not cooking for two.
What are men doing wrong?
Oh, a lot. Whether it's the chicken or the egg, the men are not asking women out. Now, the bottom line is we're having a problem post-pandemic where men are not asking women out. I don't know if it's a white man disease right now.
I think it's soy milk.
They're afraid they're going to get canceled.
My experience pre-Lauren, when I was running around my single days, we didn't have the apps, and if you saw a woman, you had to go up.
Right. At the bar, the restaurant, the gas station, they used to come up to you at Whole Foods and say, hey, can you help me with this? Is this a good salad dressing?
Yeah, and you had to show you were interested, and you had to say something.
Take their number.
It is harder, I think, and also
But
because
you
of that.
saw what you're getting in person, so you knew that it wasn't a lie.
Yeah, and maybe if you just shut the F up for a second and let the guy explain to you from his perspective, you will actually learn something and understand why men don't approach you anymore. Oh, women are such great listeners, are they not? And what was it all the time? Oh, men interrupt women. I know, I think we've just witnessed that.
Right there, wow. Holy crap.
Alright, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.